Divorce bombshell. Kody Brown and David Woolley's marriage ends in heartbreak. Kody Brown has been through more than her fair share of ups and downs, and now, her latest comments about heartbreak have fans wondering if things are starting to unravel again. The Sister Wives star, now 53, has transformed her life in the past few years, leaving a decades-long marriage, rediscovering her independence, and finding love again. But her recent cryptic words have left some questioning whether her happily ever after with David Woolley is starting to crack. Kody was the third wife of polygamist Kody Brown, and for 27 years, she lived in a marriage that often left her feeling unseen. When she finally made the decision to walk away from that relationship in 2021, it shocked many, including me. Kody never came off as the type who would leave. She often put on a brave face, tried to make things work, and stayed committed for the sake of her children and family. But in the end, she chose herself, and in doing so, proved us all wrong. After the emotional split from Kody didn't waste time wallowing. She dove into her new life with refreshing optimism. Soon after her divorce, she re-entered the dating world, something that many women might hesitate to do after such a long marriage. But Kody was determined to find happiness again, and it wasn't long before she met David Woolley, a widower with a large family of his own. The pair connected quickly, and their whirlwind romance became one of the most talked about storylines in Sister Wives Season 19. At first, Kody seemed to be thriving. She was smiling more, sharing happy updates on social media, and glowing in a way fans hadn't seen in years. But even as things looked picture perfect, I couldn't help but be a little surprised by how fast it all happened. After dating for less than a year, Kody and David moved in together, despite her youngest daughter, Truly, still living at home. It felt like a big leap for someone who had always held strong to traditional values, especially regarding relationships and family. Still, Kody jumped headfirst into her new life. David, a father of 8 and grandfather to 10, brought his own version of chaos and love to the table. The two soon got engaged, and in October 2023, they tied the knot in a beautiful ceremony surrounded by their children and grandchildren. Their wedding was aired as a 2-part Sister Wives special in January, and it couldn't have been more different from Kody's first wedding to Kody. This time around, Kody wore a stunning off-the-shoulder gown and proudly displayed a matching tattoo she shares with David. He wore an all-black suit, and the two beamed as they celebrated their union with their blended families. Unlike her quiet and somewhat awkward wedding to Kody, where his other wives were in attendance, this event was all about Kody and the love she had finally found. It felt like a triumphant new chapter. But now, just months after that fairy tale wedding aired, Kody's recent comments about heartbreak have fans talking. She hasn't shared specific details, but the tone of her posts has shifted. Instead of cheerful updates and sweet couple moments, she's made references to healing and emotional pain, sparking speculation that something may be going on behind the scenes. It's possible Kody is simply reflecting on the pain of her past, but given how transparent she's been about her life on and off camera, it's hard not to wonder if trouble has surfaced in her marriage with David. After all, blending two large families, adjusting to a new partner's habits, and navigating the realities of married life, especially after trauma, can be overwhelming. It's also worth remembering that Kody, despite her strength, is still human. She's come a long way from the woman we first met on Sister Wives, but that doesn't mean she's immune to heartache or disappointment. While we can only speculate for now, her fans are hoping that whatever she's going through is temporary and that she and David can weather whatever storm they may be facing. Kody Brown has proven time and again that she's resilient. Whether she's adjusting to life after polygamy, tackling heartbreak, or carving out a new identity, she does so with a quiet strength that continues to inspire. For now, we'll keep watching and hoping that her story, whatever twists it may take, leads her to the peace and happiness she so deeply deserves. David appears to be the polar opposite of Kody Brown in nearly every way. He's quieter, more grounded, and noticeably less emotional. Most importantly for Kody, David has no desire to live a polygamous lifestyle, a key difference that no doubt drew her to him after decades of sharing her husband. While it's easy to see why Christine was ready to embrace a different kind of love, I still can't shake the feeling that perhaps she rushed into this marriage a bit too quickly. After spending 27 years with Kody, it might have done Christine some good to spend more time rediscovering herself and healing on her own. But as a longtime fan of Christine, I truly hope my concerns are unfounded and that her new life with David brings lasting joy. Christine rang in the new year by posting a heartfelt recap of 2024 to her Instagram on January 1, 2025. The Sister Wives Season 19 star shared a series of photos and videos, highlighting the highs and lows of a very emotional year. "What a year it has been," she wrote in her caption. "From unbelievable heartbreak to unforgettable adventures, this year has been all about growth, joy in hardship, and finding the courage to choose happiness." It was the word heartbreak that really stood out to me. Initially, I feared she might be referring to difficulties in her new marriage to David. But then I remembered the devastating loss that rocked the Brown family in 2024, a tragedy that surely shaped the tone of her message. In March 2024, the Brown family faced an unimaginable loss when 25-year-old Garrison Brown, Kody's son with his second wife Janelle, passed away. Though Christine wasn't his biological mother, she helped raise Garrison and had known him since birth. Back when the Brown family lived together and shared responsibilities, Christine was the one who stayed home and cared for all the children while Kody and Janelle worked. Her bond with Garrison was deep, built over years of nurturing and love. His death was undoubtedly a crushing blow. Despite all the joy Christine experienced in 2024, her wedding to David, exciting life changes, and newfound independence, it's clear that her grief over Garrison lingers in the background. It's a classic case of survivor's guilt, where the happiness someone feels becomes intertwined with the pain of losing a loved one. Enjoying life can feel impossible when the weight of loss is ever present. For Christine, this is likely intensified by her close friendship with Janelle. She's been a steady source of support for her former sister wife, standing by her through the darkest moments of mourning. So, when Christine spoke of unbelievable heartbreak, it's far more likely that she was reflecting on the loss of Garrison rather than hinting at trouble in her marriage. While the grief will never fully disappear, Christine continues to choose happiness and healing. And if anyone deserves to find peace and love again, it's Christine Brown. Her journey has been one of resilience, and as fans, we can only hope that her path forward with David is filled with comfort, companionship, and hope.